Okay, so usually I don't really tell stories on my channel, but I decided that I'm going to tell one for once because something happened to me that's never happened before this weekend. Well, actually, no, this week, because I've been out on break from school, and it happened 3 days ago, because Thanksgiving was 4 days ago, and it happened the day after Thanksgiving. Anyway, what happened was I got pulled over. I've never been pulled over before because I still have my permit. I've barely been driving, like, ever. And I know you're never supposed to judge yourself, but in my personal opinion, I'm not terrible at driving. Like, I don't like driving, but I'm not terrible. I wouldn't, like, get into a car crash if I drove by myself. And people say that everyone in their life gets into at least one car crash. And I feel like that is true, but I don't think I would get into a car crash every time I started driving. And I don't think if I drove right now, I end up getting into a car crash. But anyways, me and Corey were driving that day because we both have our permits. And if you don't know who Corey is, then he's one of my friends. I've known him pretty much my entire life, and he used to be like featured on my channel a lot, but that was my original channel, which I really don't like to talk about. But anyways, me and him were driving, and he went first because he's barely gone driving since he's gotten his permit, and he's a year older than me, so he kind of needed the experience. And it's not that he was bad at driving or anything, it's just he's driven a lot less than I have. Anyways, me and him were driving, and he went driving first, and my mom was just working on driving with him because he had never been driving outside of like parking in a driveway before. So at first he was driving, and then we ended up coming back to the house, and I started driving. That was a bad kill. Anyways, I started driving, and when I started driving, we had just picked up his cousin. So it's me, him, his cousin, and my mom in the car. And I start driving, and I'm driving for about 5 to 10 minutes. I wasn't driving long at all, like at all. And I get to this intersection where there's oncoming cars and they have the right of way. And I'm turning, so that's why they had the right of way, and I'm turning left. And before I even had the chance to turn left, I hear this siren noise. And it wasn't even like a car, it wasn't like a police siren where you hear the do thing. It was just like he made the noise once. And I asked my mom, what is that? And she goes, it's a police, pull over. So I make my left turn, and I pull over to the side, and he was asking, why am I lagging? He was asking what was going on, what the problem was, and like why I wasn't turning, but he never gave me time to turn. Like when I was going to make my turn, that's when I heard the siren. And he was asking why I wasn't turning, but I had just had enough time to turn. So we explained to him that we're driving and that I'm trying to get some time because I need a certain amount of hours for my permit, and that Corey needs the same amount of hours, and that he hasn't been driving much. It's like, oh, okay, that's cool. And he was just looking at like who else was in the car because it was me, my mom, Corey, and Corey's cousin. And Corey's cousin is the same age as Corey, but she doesn't have her permit. And after that, he was just talking about like the dangers of driving and what you want to do and what you don't want to do. And he was just talking about like how he's seen some horrendous car crashes. And I've heard this over and over, and I get that driving is dangerous. I don't like driving. And what I really don't understand is that this police officer never really gave us a clear reason why he was pulling us over. He said we look suspicious, but that's not really enough reason to pull us over if we're not driving badly or anything. He just looked into a car and thought we looked suspicious, which isn't a good reason to pull somebody over at all. We didn't match the description of any crime that was reported or anything. He just thought we looked suspicious. I would say I'm happy he didn't ticket us, but there was nothing for him to ticket us on because we weren't doing anything. And this wasn't a really traumatizing experience, I guess. But it's just a story I wanted to tell because it was the first time I've ever been pulled over. And I find it funny how I got pulled over driving. And I've only been driving like less than 6 months. And I'm hoping I don't get pulled over again once I get my license, because if I got pulled over with my permit, I feel like I was more likely that I'm going to get pulled over with my license. Because, I mean, I haven't even been driving that long. It's been less than 6 months, so I'm just hoping I don't get pulled over again. And I'm hoping I actually don't get ticketed when I get pulled over. But anyways, that's my story. Let me know about times you've ever been pulled over if you're driving, or if you're about to get your permit, or what you think about driving if you're about to get your permit, or if you're about to get your license. Because I'm new to this, and I know a lot of people are too. So I'm just hoping that this isn't really common to get pulled over for no reason, because I can't even say the cop was, he could have been, but I really don't think he was racial profiling. And I think he just saw a car full of teenagers because at least I think he thought he saw a car full of teenagers because my mom is 5'1". But I really don't think there was a reason for him to pull us over, even if he did see a car full of teenagers, because he had no idea how old we were. There was no reason he should have been pulling us over. But before I end the video, I want to open one supply drop and let's see if I can get something good, because I think not the last supply drop, but the one before that opened, I got a epic out of, and I got the actually I'll show you a camo at the end of this video. I see a legendary flashing. I got a legendary Locust Fast Mag variant. I mean, that's not bad. It's not good. I really would want an epic, but that's good. Okay, so here is the camo I got. I got this for the MR6, and it is the, I think it's called monochrome. But anyways, guys, I think I'm going to get rid of my intro and just start doing videos like this, because I'm actually enjoying making videos like this. Anyways, Matrix out.